you can hear, the on-track entertainment has started at Rockingham already. We're here for round 4 of the SCSA Stock Car Championship. These guys are about to go into battle. Don't miss it.
Because it will be a hard act to follow all the drama and controversy of round 3, where Michael Vergers sprinted into an early lead from pole position, but just as the pit window opened, John Stewart crashed heavily, bringing out the yellow flags, which should have closed the pit lane. In the confusion, most of the field came down pit road, only Colin White and John Mickle staying out. The officials shuffled the field to put them at the front for the restart, and Mickle took the lead almost immediately, leaving an unhappy Michael Vergers in second. And their Talkspeed and Westec teams are loggerheads with officials. In the championship battle, a podium for rookie Hunter Abbott in his 3rd race propelled him up to 7th. Michael Vergers staying 3rd, but Mickle moved into a clear lead ahead of teammate Stevie Hodgson, and we asked them about each other.
Now, everyone talks about, I'm helping my teammate is helping me. Is the pressure going to build as you guys get closer and closer?
Steve is obviously quick, and we'll run door handle to door handle with him, and it's all fair. At the end of the day, whoever's got the quickest car about the two of us will win, but there's no malice in it. We drive hard and fair, and may the best man win.
What do you like about John Mickle the most?
When I think something, he thinks the same. We've got this, just the wavelength is just the same, and you know, and also a massive respect for how he drives out there, and you know, I'm sure it's vice versa, because you know, he is one of the guys that I know he knows what it's all about.
The talent is obviously going to be at the front, and the guys at the front are just going as fast as you are, so to actually try and overtake them, that's going to be very hard work. I always wear red gloves. I just believe that, you know, you're out there in a fight, and if you were going in a boxing ring, you wouldn't be wearing the green gloves, you'd want the red gloves.
If we have a good weekend and I'm in a hotel room, I might want to keep the same room.
Yeah, I've got to wear the same lucky pants, but my mum's chucked them away, so I'm not happy at the moment.
That's clearly a very private issue that he's not shared with the rest of his team.
Seatbelts, helmet, radio, I have a procedure for that, and I do it every time.
My lucky duck pants have gone, and she only told me last night.
As long as I've got my little red rag in my pocket that I've always had since I was about that big, that's all I have really, and I just crack on and get on with it.
When I was doing Formula Ford, I'd always get in on the left-hand side.
Odd socks.
What's the story about the duck pants? You've disposed of the duck pants. What do you do?
Well, dare I say it, the trouble is, they had a hole this big in the bottom.
My mum does that to me all the time.
I realised early on that you could end up wearing your granddad's pants from 1940 whatever.
This is the first race without duck pants.
Could break your duck.
Oh, we'll find him some other lucky charm.
I'm not happy about it, to be honest. She's got to find me another pair exactly the same.
Well, we're in Race Tech with Mark Klausner. Mark, tell us a little bit about what Tech is all about.
Well, Tech is all about making the cars equal, and so we measure a lot of different things. In here, we're measuring the air that comes into the car in the front end. They're allowed only so much. Then, what we do is we check the ride height. This is the nose height. Then from there, as you see, we have a template which the gentlemen are putting on the car now. They'll lay it through the center of the car. And what that does is this shows us exactly the layout of the body. And as you can see, they're within the tolerance. They did a very good job on this car. It's a very nice, snug fit, and that's what we look for. We have an angle finder on the spoiler, and it's very important that it is at 70.5, because if you wanted to, if you laid it back, the car would actually be quicker down the straightaways. All of the cars have the exact same wheelbase, and this is how we measure it. We put a thing that's attached to the frame and go from the front and rear wheel measuring the wheelbase so that everyone's running basically the same car. These guys are very creative, and that's why we've got a good tech team to pull them in line.
SCSA is not just about stock cars, it's also about pickup truck racing, and boy do we love them. Paul Mazzell has all the action from round number 4.
And it got away to a flying start with Nick Grindrod and Anthony Hawkins on the front row and championship leader Paul Poulter back on row 7. It wasn't long, however, before the big man from Little Bookham in Surrey found himself in a familiar place, taking the lead on lap 3. Poulter's closest rival, Simon Carr, wasn't going to make it easy and eventually took the yellow 74 truck at the end of lap 8. A harmless spin from Dave Briggs in truck number 2 brought out the yellows, But as they went racing again on lap 16, a smoking Simon car slowed with a broken back axle. Former pickup truck champion Steve Dance was next to put the pressure on, but a black flag meant the battle didn't last as Poulter was forced to pit after he was mistakenly thought to have an exhaust problem. Luckily, a caution was brought out due to an incident involving rookie Steve Pester, and Poulter was able to join the back of the field as the race resumed with just 6 laps to go. The enforced pit stop wasn't enough to stop the super rookie, and he made his way through the pack again, eventually taking the lead with 2 laps remaining. Holding off a final challenge in turn 4, Poulter took the win to make it 4 on the trot, followed by Michael Smith, Mark Willis and Steve Dance.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Hey, what a thrill. Nigel Mills, the competition winner, gets those motors started, the mighty V8s, and John Mickle will lead the field out down pit road. This is the track they'll tackle. We're at Rockingham, just outside Corby in Northamptonshire. It's a 1.5 miles, 4 corners, each one very different. We'll also bring you some great onboard action as we get ready to go green here at Rockingham for this 60-lap race. Onboard cameras scattered throughout the field. That's the view we'll have from the CWS-backed Colin White car. Ollie Playle also carries an onboard camera. He starts on the low side. And we'll get the chance to ride with current champion Stevie Hodgson and his water bottle. Here's how they'll line up. Mickle on pole as a result of winning round 3. He's got Michael Verges on the outside of him, but behind him, Hunter Abbott and Stevie Hodgson. Back on row 3, we'll see on the inside Ollie Playle, alongside him Sean Richardson, and behind them Mike Luck and Phil Weaver. Next up, Gavin Seeger in the Irwin Tools car with Ian McKellar Jr. in the 25, Shane Brereton in the 85 car at the back of the field, along with Colin White and Adam Jackson. So that's how they'll line up. We're about to go green. Remember, as I said, it's a 60-lap race, a mandatory pit stop at laps 29 and 30, and we're about to get green flag racing underway. There are the double greens who will take us into turn 1. It's going to be double wide racing from Mickle and Verges. Verges has the momentum, Mickle has to back off. He's on the low side, his teammate Stevie Hodgson will go around him in the Xerox car too. So Mickle, is he dumped back to 3rd place? Indeed he is, as they emerge from turn 2 up to the high side for turn 3. And Ollie Playle in the white car there also having a little sneaky peek down the inside. Absolutely flying at the back of the circuit there. Sean Richardson is in the number 2, the Darkness car, Tickled Pink. Is that a clue towards the title of their next album, I wonder? Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there from Playle. Sean Richardson, Ian McKellar Jr., the pink and black cars respectively, but here's our race leader, Michael Verges, the NEC Aspire car out front. Ian McKellar Jr. will go double wide with Sean Richardson and completes the pass very, very tidily indeed. McKellar Jr. doing very well in the championship. He's been hugely consistent. That's really helped him in terms of his ability to maintain a high position in the championship point standings in that DSI group car. It's a Torque Speed trio in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Hodgson and Mickle. Remember the 2 teammates who, after the 2nd round of the championship, were joint leaders of the championship standings. Ollie Playle under threat from Ian McKellar Jr. Jr. to the low side. Good stuff from Ollie Playle, gives him the room. It's a 2-lane racetrack here at Rockingham. Oh, and Sean Richardson, what a piece of opportunism. Diving to the inside, following Ian McKellar Jr. through. Riding on board the engine note of Stevie Hodgson there, almost flat through turn 2, and he'll carry the momentum hopefully through into turn 3. Likewise, Ollie Playle. Just a slight comfort lift, I think, there, but Sean Richardson having picked up that place. There they go, flashing past our wall cam. Now, Ollie Playle looks to me like he's lining up, ready to make a move on Sean Richardson again. We know that Ollie is awesomely quick through turn 4.
Outside, outside, clear, outside, clear. Looking inside, clear, half car, clear. Alright, so let's get your eyes up, let's pick your own line here and pull away from him.
Well, that's Dean McIntosh, the spotter for Ollie Playle, the 88 car, just guiding his driver through. We've heard Mark Klausner, race director, talking about spotters previously and the job that they do, how vitally important that is. Meanwhile, the Irwin Tools car of Gavin Seeger, who's made his way from trucks, but is about to be passed round the outside by Hunter Abbott. Unbelievable stuff. Now, Meanwhile, down in pit lane, Rob Murphy is down there. Rob.
Yeah, I've got Ben down here, who's the crew chief for Hunter Abbott Machine. And Ben, are you surprised by the pace of this hot rookie?
We were a little bit off pace yesterday in qualifying. No, we made a good change overnight. It worked in the first race, and we made another change for the second race, and obviously it's working.
Yeah, working really well for you there, Ben. He's the crew chief for that man there. Oh, no, we've had a spin. Ollie Playle spins down in front of us, just caught that. Yellow flags are out.
Pit lane is closed. Pit lane is closed.
I think that's the sound of the officials actually just telling them and confirming after what happened previously. Well, let's just have a look. Look at this spin from Ollie Playle. Great camera work, just picked it up in mid-spin, but brilliant car control from Ollie Playle. Here we are on board with him. Oh! Unbelievable. Ollie Playle, the master of car control. What about that?
Well, after that spin by Ollie Playle, we're under yellows. Join us after the break when we go to pit stops. Welcome back. We're about to go green flag racing. Back up to Paul.
Thanks, Rob. Michael Vergers will lead them down. The pit lane is closed at the moment. That's because we have to do a racing lap at least. You saw the guy with the sign down there. On the other side of that, it's red. It says pit lane closed. Oh, what a start by Stevie Hodgson. Has he caught the NEC Aspire car of Michael Vergers napping? I think he might just have done their double wide down into turn 2. That's not for the faint-hearted. Riding on board with Stevie Hodgson. Look at him working that wheel, soaring away. And Vergers made it work by taking the high line, which means that he has a smoother arc through the corner, and he was able to make it stick. Mickle still third, Hunter Abbott back in fourth. Here comes Vergers then, they'll cross the stripe this time. So from here on in, they can make their mandatory pit stop if they so wish. Vergers, Hodgson, Mickle, Hunter Abbott, then Ian McKellar Jr. That's the top 5, the lead quintet. And you can see the board being ready. Do you see the red paint on that? Vergers, Hodgson, Mickle just coming through turn 3. So they'll be able to make the drop down now into pit road if they so wish. And here comes Michael Vergers, followed by John Mickle. Stevie Hodgson electing to stay out, so that could be an interesting manoeuvre. He'll lead the race.
We've got 2 cars in the pit lane. Wrong, I think it's wrong. Stay out, stay out, stay out.
Ooh, interesting view there from one of the spotters, thinking that the pit stop here by Mike Vergers and John Mickle is not a correct one. Well, that's fascinating stuff. Pit lane, as far as we know, is open.
Right, we can now pit now. We can now pit now. The cars before us pitted wrong.
Well, I beg to disagree with that view, I have to say. I think the cars that pitted, namely Michael Vergers and Stevie Hodgson there coming into pit lane, but Michael Vergers and John Mickle both pitting. I think they've got it right, actually. Mickle will get a lightning quick stop from the pit crew, and he goes out ahead of Westec back Michael Vergers, so a change for the lead in pit lane. And problems for Ollie Playle. Ollie Playle's got a left front tyre, a cut length front tyre. That means he's got a puncture. In comes Stevie Hodgson, Colin White in the background there in the turquoise car. Hunter Abbott and Ian McKellar Jr. turn in. They'll make their pit stops. Ollie Playle, that is huge disappointment for him. Had such a great run. He's made it back to pit lane though. But look at the bodywork being shredded on that Chicago pneumatic back car, the 88 in pit road. Stevie Hodgson pulls out in the Xerox car, followed by teammate Ian McKellar Jr. Ollie Playle, you can just see in the background there coming into pit road. And meanwhile, John Mickle and Michael Vergers will complete a lap, and they're going to have the momentum. I suspect we're going to see them fly around. We got yellows, yellow flags. Oh my word. Bodywork shattering everywhere. Crew members diving for cover. Now, I just wonder if this is a repeat of what we saw last week in round 3. There were confusions around the pit stop there as a result of a yellow flag. You can see there the 88 team, the Westec boys, working away on Ollie Playle's car. And as ever, Rob's in pit road.
Well, I'm just about to take my own life into my own hands with Ollie. What happened, buddy?
Well, after the spin, we cut a tyre, and that was it, really.
Well, short and sweet there from Ollie Playle. Green flag waves. Blimey, that nearly caught us all napping. The car down to the low side there is Shane Brereton, who's in the 85 car this week after he had a big impact in his 48 Tour Trucks car. But Stevie Hodgson out front. great stop from them. And also there, John Mickle, of course, made that stop along with Michael Verges, who finds himself back down in 4th. So what a cracking pit stop that was then. And Ian McKellar Jr. and John Mickle side by side. This is playing right into the hands of Mike Verges. Can't find a way through though. Faced the Westech driver with a torque speed wall. 25 down low, Ian McKellar Jr. 66 up high, John Mickle. I can tell you there's all sorts of pacing up and down going on in pit road. The rule books are back out. The blue books have been recovered from the pit trolleys. And I think there's a lot of furrowed brows going on that. We'll keep you posted on that. But Stevie Hodgson, meanwhile, is striding away at the start of the field. And Michael Verges will navigate his way around Ian McKellar Jr. So that's Mike Verges back up into 3rd spot. He'll now try and chase down John Mickle. Mickle, remember, the championship leader coming into this 3rd round. Now we've got... That's a black flag for 28 and 66. Gavin Wills is talking to Ollie Playle. They're trying to rebuild the 88 car to get Ollie back out, but black flag on the gantry for John Mickle in 66 and Michael Verges in 28. Now, maybe I got it wrong. Perhaps they have pitted. They have pitted out of sequence. That's the view of the officials. A 2 going on there, and also looks like somebody else is getting the black flag. Meanwhile, John Mickle taking the lead from his teammate. Is he Stevie Hodgson up high? Sees John Mickle down low. Michael Verges will try and follow them through side by side. I'll tell you what, don't anyone tell me there's team orders in that team. Look at these two, hammer and tongs at it. The Xerox Chevy of Stevie Hodgson, the DSI Nextox Ford of John Mickle. And I think Mickle just might make this stick. No, he won't. The momentum on the outside for Stevie Hodgson. Look at Michael Verges. Talk about a grandstand seat. But what about this black flag? Controversy again. Look at this, 3 wide. Oh, reach for the remote control. This could be, and it is, and Michael Verges goes through. Oh my goodness, what a move by Verges. What a sensational move by Michael Verges to go from 3rd to the lead of this race. And we've got a car in the wall. Oh no, it's Hunter Abbott. Hunter Abbott in the wall. The Ryanair car in pieces down here, and well, Hunter's out of the car, so that's good news. Just shows you how strong these cars are. They can withstand huge impacts. Hunter waves to the crowd. Here's what happened. There he goes. He's down to the inside of his teammate, just perhaps a little bit too tight. Ooh, that wall is an immovable object of the highest order. Now, I told you that the pit lane was full of rule books. Here on the right, in the glasses, Gavin Wills, team principal of Westech, Martin Petty in the centre, and Asa Burrows, the team principal at Talkspeed, along with John Mickle. There's the officials giving out the signal. Now, let's have a look if we can work this out. That's the pit board that says pit lane is closed, and quite honestly, that's not out. You can see the official there down on the right-hand side. There's no pit board out there saying the pit lane is closed, so I'm just beginning to wonder whether actually Verges and Mickle have got this spot on, and great judgment from Talkspeed and Westech on this. Oh my word, well, hey, there's nothing like a bit of controversy, is there? And we've got shedfuls of it here. Michael Verges will get us underway into the closing stages. Stevie Hodgson on the outside of John Mickle, sideways, and Hodgson in the wall. Oh my goodness, at turn 1, they're in the wall. Stevie Hodgson, reigning champion, contact with his teammate, somebody spinning across the grass there. Was that Mike Luck, I think, who might have been across the grass? Well, what about this? Yellows again, Stevie Hodgson in the wall. Ollie Playle, as you can see, is back out. There is Mike Luck in the Beta Tools car. Mike, who's been a model of consistency. Oh no, look at the damage. Well, here's what happened. Mickle didn't get away as well as he might have done. Stevie Hodgson and Mickle, well, ooh, cool, we need to see that one again, I think. The victim, you need to work out, but certainly as far as the pit lane's concerned, Stevie Hodgson has brought the Xerox Chevy back in. He's now, the team trying to get him back out. This is the onboard view. Oh, he got sideways, didn't he? That's what the wall here at Rockingham feels like. Let's see if we can work this out again. Does Stevie come down? Does John go up? That is very tough one to call. Now, meanwhile, the Kid Richardson Racing Team, their driver was also given a black flag. He's taken the penalty. That's Sean Richardson in the Darkness car has taken his penalty. That's why they're in discussion, because that's demoted Sean back down there to 6th spot. Now, Michael Verges will take the restart. John Mickle in 2nd, Ian McKellar Jr. 3rd. Can Colin White find a spot on the podium for the first time in 2005? They've just got a mile to run now. Looks to me like Verges might well have this one in the bag. to become our third winner in 4 races in 2005. Sensational racing here in the SCSA series. Oh, down the inside, Sean Richardson, I think, is a bit fired up in that Darkness car. I don't know if he's tickled pink. I think he's fuming red at the moment. Michael Burgess then brings the NEC Aspire 28 to the victory line and will take the 4th round of the championship. John Mickle takes second, Ian McKellar Jr. third, and the West Tech team are absolutely thrilled. But also, now, there's confusion here again. Everybody thinks they've won, I think. Oh my word. The Kid Richardson Racing team think they've won as well, and Stevie Hodgson crosses the line. Rob, what's going on?
Down here, Garage 12A, cast your eyes down here. This is where the big conference is going on. This is where these guys are trying to figure out what the rule book says, what the race officials are going to say, and who's going to win this race.
Well, Rob, Michael Burgess, I think, is claiming it anyway. He's out there doing donuts at the moment. The fans are going wild in the stands. There you can see the lineup. Sean Richardson in the middle there. Well, let's just try and wrap this for you. Michael Burgess and John Mickle pitted, but they were then shown a black flag. That was the black flag moment. There go up the numbers on the board. The black flag goes out, which says you must report to pit road. The officials are confused because Rob's down with Mike Burgess.
Talk to us, buddy.
Well, I think we're all a bit confused, to be honest.
So I don't feel so left.
I did the donuts, so I'm claiming victory.
And why not? Gavin Wills and Asa Burrows shaking hands. They did a deal, I think, over that black flag, deciding to stay out.
We're just sticking by the rules as what we did in the first race. It says if there's a yellow flag, you do one more complete lap and pit.
And in fairness, that's what they did. Well, what about this contact? Stevie Hodgson and John Mickle, but Ian McKellar Jr. taking the advantage.
How did your race car feel underneath you?
Yeah, it's good. I think we had an engine problem early on in the race, and it's getting worse and worse, but we've made the car feel a bit better, so yeah, we're getting on okay.
Yeah, and that model of consistency continues. Now, here's the green flag at the restart, and to try and sort of get some clarity on all of this, Rob Murphy popped along to see race director, senior official, Mark Clausen.
Just so people get a little understanding of what was going on, we have a ruling that states that they need to do 2 laps at speed. We have some different wordings in that ruling, which we, after discussions with the teams, determined that the rules stand.
So the results we saw on the podium stand?
They do stand.
So there is the result. Michael Burgess with the victory ahead of John Mickle and Ian McKellar Jr. Sean Richardson down in 4th place with Gavin Seeger, the top rookie, finishing 5th ahead of Mike Luck in 6th spot. So spare a thought then for Sean Richardson. He finished 4th, but that was after taking a penalty. And also congratulations to our lead rookie in that race, Owen Toole's Gavin Seeger. So let's take a look at the points after 4 rounds. John Mickle with a 15-point advantage over Michael Burgess. His teammate Stevie Hodgson dumped down to 3rd spot ahead of 4th place Ian McKellar Jr. Colin White in 5th with Mike Luck in 6th place.
Round 4 of the SCSA Championship. Boy, oh boy, what fantastic racing you don't want to miss. Round number 5.
Stand by for rounds 9 and 10 of the British Formula 3 Championship next, coming at you with speed from Thruxton.